Emma, this information has just come down from the courtroom. Breaking news. Daniel Penny found not guilty on count 2. Unanimously, the jurors decided he is not guilty of negligent homicide. This is the lesser charge that was against those 2 original charges against him. The manslaughter charge in the second degree was dismissed on Friday. The jurors deliberating this morning and have unanimously decided that Daniel Penny is not guilty on count 2. That is negligent homicide. It is a lesser charge which did carry up to 4 years in prison, though there was no minimum sentence in this charge. I can hear behind me the protesters are beginning their chants. There are now police vehicles, sirens going off behind me. The energy in the air is very charged. We can expect I'm sure you can hear them behind me, the protesters beginning their chants after the jury came down with this verdict. Ultimately not guilty. This case is not being thrown away. Daniel Penny is now off the hook for these 2 charges that were against him. We're going to be out here for the rest of the morning to see how this progresses, how the temperature on the street, what exactly happens outside this courthouse, how that progresses as well. As you can already hear the protesters beginning behind me. But Emma, John, this is massive, huge breaking news in this case. Daniel Penny not guilty of negligent homicide, the only charge which was now against him.
And Christina, just talk to us a little bit about how quickly this verdict came down, because it wasn't too long ago during this show we saw Daniel Penny going into the courtroom for the deliberations and waiting for a verdict here. What can you tell us about just how quickly the jury was able to come to this decision?
Very quickly, just about an hour of deliberating. This was the only hour that they have deliberated on this specific charge, as the past 4 days of deliberation were specifically only about that second-degree manslaughter charge. This was the first time, once the judge threw out that charge, that the jurors were able to deliberate on the negligent homicide charge. So they came to this decision quite quickly. You remember last week, they asked the judge to let them be deadlocked, that they could not come to a unanimous decision on that first manslaughter charge against Daniel Penny. The judge telling them no, giving them that Allen charge to try to force them to come up with some sort of a unanimous decision. They came back twice saying we cannot on that charge. So that's why they moved on to this second lesser charge against him. Ultimately, after only about an hour of deliberating, finding him not guilty.
Wow, just an incredible update there. I mean, this young man was facing potentially nearly 20 years in prison. That was knocked down to 4, and now it's none. Found not guilty by a jury of his peers, acting to protect those fellow subway riders. Christina, thank you.
Thank you, Christina.